Hello and welcome to this second episode of Pinball Entertain. Today I'm just going to be looking at some of the tables that are leaving us again. So yesterday I did the Butters table. I did record the South Park table, but unfortunately I had a bit of a failure. I got 168 million, but I had a failure on recording, so I'm going to try this one again. So the reason just to do this is obviously just to get handy and try to show a little bit about what we can do, but mostly just to attempt if possible. Now we'll let this ball go. I want to try to do very simple. So one of the things I like to do is no score challenge. No score challenge, the idea is to get the lowest score possible. Everyone thinks it's 0, but on some tables, as you can see there, it will hit a bump or it hit a lane and you'll get that 500 points. But also when you lose the ball, they give you points as well. So not every score you can get is 0. Now obviously you can shake the table too much, tilt it, and obviously that will be done. But so there we go here. So as we go through, so we get 1,000 points. So essentially, the lowest score you could possibly get is probably 3,000. Yeah, yeah, but I think it's more likely 4,500. But we'll see as time goes on. Same thing again. So yeah, so again, these are a bit easy to be honest. These ones, and as you flick through, again, the time will run down. I like those score challenges. Some of them are really difficult. Some of them you can get 0, but it's really hard to do. But you know, I just kind of I like the idea of trying to do different challenges and different little things. So hopefully that's something that we'll incorporate as the time goes on, because sometimes again high scores can be quite difficult to achieve, and especially when you're going up against people who are getting multiple billions. But trying to get a low score can be quite a fun and simple thing to do, really. So what we're going to do, so we know that if I do the same shot again, I'll get another 500. Let's see if we can get a different score. No, and they're going to get a million, so completely ruin that straight away. So we'll just jump off. So obviously, if I would have carried on that, it would have been the highest would have been 4,500. So I think that's what it would be. I'll just play properly now for a little bit. Now this table has two things. You don't want to go for the skill shot. What you want to do is flick over and try and hit the pirate, and then hit it there. As the ball goes down there, you can shoot. You see the terrace that pops up? You hit him for a nice 3.5 million. As you get the normal skill shot, you only get 1 million, so it's better. It's more risky to do the way I just did it, but you get a nice reward. So it's always that risk-reward balance, I think. So, and I lose the ball straight away. Now, what I've done today is I've swapped over to using my DS4, my PlayStation 4 controller. I've used a program to run it on the PC well, so hopefully I'll be able to play a little bit better. It's something that I want to be doing continually, because again I just prefer the feel of the PlayStation 4 controller. Completely personal preference. I don't think that one's better than the other. It's just my muscle memory works better, I believe, with this one, because I've put more time and effort into it, truthfully. I should really try and do it with the PS3 controller, because that really was my controller of choice, but I don't play it with hardly anything these days except for Zen Pinball, which I don't honestly play that much on the PS3. It's kind of become a streaming device, really, I think. To say it fairly. Now this is again view 1, which I don't use a lot. I prefer number 4 to be honest. But the only thing about this is it does give a little bit less screen jumping. I think is probably the best way to put it. Because bugger, awful shot. Same thing again. Terrorist pops up and I missed him. So obviously that risk averse mistake there, because I missed it. So you win or you lose. Feels like Game of Thrones.
Hello there, children. I'm training really hard, but I'm not improving fast enough.
Well, I think what we'll do at the end is just do the low score truly again, but it's a little bit. It's not great television watching the lowest score challenge, I think. But now I do really like this table. I think it's fun, it's vibrant, there's tons of modes to do, and it's quite hectic. But you do have that lovely artwork in the middle. Obviously the South Park boys. It's not high art. I think there are a lot of tables which obviously have a lot more difficult art, but you know, it's perfectly So that's what South Park boys look like. So you can't ask for anything else.
Amazing thing you're gonna show us.
So one of the things I like to do for myself is set a score and then try and beat that score. Oh, for God's sake! So for this, let's bounce back there. 168 million is my top score, which I got yesterday, and I'll see if I can beat that. So that's always my aim. It's not sometimes to move directly up the table, and you know, sometimes it is, but especially when it's someone that I'm competing against. I think VD John on Twitter, and obviously on PlayStation Network is someone that I love to challenge myself against with his scores, and that's going to be the great thing about Pinball Fx 3 is that I will be able to compete on the PC, which I'm planning again on the PC, against the PlayStation, which is absolutely amazing, and that's really going to help me out a lot actually. Oh, for God's sake, I missed that. Dicey would definitely win today. Yeah, so yeah, I'll always look out for his score because we like these little challenges on Twitter and we say I'm going to beat you and all the rest of it. And he does a really good thing once a month called Silver Ball Sunday. I think it's the last Sunday in a month where he plays a table, does a live stream on it, and it's very cool to watch. And definitely, I will suggest going into that. Unfortunately, Sunday nights I work, so I never get to join in properly. But I do always watch during my breaks. So yeah. So yeah, definitely something to keep out for. But again, the person you always can challenge is yourself. Obviously, I'm 158 million shy at the moment, so that's quite embarrassing in terms of events. But there we go. But again, that's something that as you're playing, you'll get more used to. But then you can just always try to catch up. What can you do? Can you beat your previous score? Well, the answer is always hopefully will be yes. But also it's just trying to learn what modes give you the best scores for yourself, as in, are you a multiple player person? Are you a lane picker where you can hit the shots all the time? That's again depends on you and what type of player you are. But we know when obviously the grand idea is always to get every mode, get every mission sorted, and then get yourself into being a pinball wizard mode. So there we go. Come on, Treasure.
Got a lot more treasure to go. Maybe I'll just use them a little bit, you know, as a performance enhancer.
Ah, come on. Crap. Okay, so the last one is right by the chili poo, which I've got to try to get. You can see just there. So hopefully, with any chance, I'll get that last. You know, that problem is that one is a bit which keeps on messing me up. So there. Ah, I missed it. Can't believe it. That's the second time I missed it.
Want to see what's on the inside of me? Slowly, my bedroom door.
So can I hit it? Yeah, there we go. Cool. Fine. So it gives you a nice little. And then I lose the ball because I've got that last one. Ah, damn! I tilted in the end. Okay, so 20 million is pretty bad. I'll try again. 168. Come on, 168. You can do it. If I can't, then don't worry. I'll try and keep the videos sort of. That sort of 15-minute area. If I'm doing badly, I'll just drop out. And that's kind of the idea of what we want to do. We don't want to be watching for hours. Oh, pop-ups are coming along. What we just want to do is just keep the game playing and everything else. Now I'm playing actually in big picture mode, which I've never done before. It doesn't really change anything, I don't think, but it is quite nice. But again, the what are they called? The pop-ups are larger, which I've just noticed. I've noticed that before. I would love them to have done a basketball. Obviously, they're not at the moment because they're not working anymore with the South Park license. But a basketball table would have been absolutely epic. I think it would have been. If you've seen that film, it's crazy, it's ridiculous. But again, just the rules of that, just trying to actually even just play the game would be crazy and fun. So. In terms of animation, we also had the Fox ones, which is Bob's Burgers, American Dad, Archer. Oh no, FX. Is it FX? Yeah, the FX table. Oh, the Fox tables. That's it. Fox tables. What am I thinking? Yeah, and that's Bob's Burgers and what else? I'm trying to think which one it is. I missed it again. Come on, bloody. Oh yeah, so it's Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, American Dad, and Archer, which is great, and I love that as a whole series of tables. And obviously the animation of that is great, and I'm quite a big American Dad, but Family Guy is probably one of my favourite TV shows ever. Really, I think in terms of it's not quite as good for me as The Simpsons when it really hits its high, but I think Family Guy is a bit more consistent. But those tables are tons of fun, and especially strangely to Bob's Burgers, which is probably the show that I watched the least and have the least knowledge of. But again, it's still tons of fun. So if you do get a chance to play those, I do highly suggest them if you haven't got them. Archer is solidly difficult. It's probably the lowest scoring of those tables and one of the hardest scoring ones, and a lot of people don't like it. I don't mind it, but again, I'm trying to get a high score on that. Just ugh. I don't know. And the only thing I will say about my score yesterday, and I will tell the truth, is that a lot of it was down to the fact that I got a buttload. And I mean a buttload of bloody extra balls, so that was really helpful. And I think extra balls are my how should I put it, are my bread and butter. I'll say that. Sometimes you need them to keep you going, and there's nothing like thinking you've lost only to get another ball.
Now this is gone, I can't really figure out what I ever saw in her.
Can't talk to Stan, Wendy. He throws up when you do.
Come on, Fienda.
That treasure. It's all right.
Hello there, children.
He comes out of the toilet every year and gives presents to everybody who has a lot of fiber in their diet. Don't mind him. He's a very disturbed little boy.
Boom! Yes, I would love to be the coach of the Sarcastaball team.
Ah, come on. God's sake, it's not a difficult shot. That's it. Done. Come on, Fiona, do the same thing again. Now, obviously, with this one, what we're trying to do is get Mr. Hanky the Christmas poo, which is a ridiculous idea. But what we need to do now is get the ball back up onto that ramp there and get it back into the field of play.
Scary aliens wanted to operate on me. I'm training really hard,
Miss-
but I'm not improving fast enough. She wants to meet me at Stark's Pond after school.
Ah, crappy now, lost the ball. Okay, I'm really not going to get a decent score on this one tonight, so I do apologise about that. Do please, if you can, what sort of length videos? I think 10 to 15 minutes is fine, but more regularly, short programs more regularly makes sense to me. But again, if you prefer to have longer ones, then that's fine as well. So, yeah, cool. Chef is up.
Big head and big black eyes. Dude, visitors. Totally. Very funny.
Kind of got so many chances for a lock. Yes, Canadian lock. That's 2 balls. Come on. Oh, got it already. Sorry, my mistake.
Canada.
Yay, got a little Canada.
Chef, where's this amazing thing you're gonna show us?
We gotta get down to the training center and start working out. I think we have to signal Canada.
Well, it's in the bedroom. Come on in.
Maybe I'll just use them a little bit. You know, as a performance enhancer.
Ah, come on.
Sure. Come on in. She's so amazing.
Timmy and I are competing.
What's that? This view is a bit. I prefer the second view for the multi-ball, just because it feels that it comes down a bit too quickly. So that view I prefer. Even though now it's disappeared away.
Do you think we can still make it in time?
Come on, at least beat your score for the day. Don't.
He could be half bear, half man pig.
The monkey claws smell it.
Yeah, that's good. That's a nice little shot.
I'm thrilled. We'll have a balloon instead of a ball. How about we call it Sarcastaball?
We're running out of time.
Damn, missed.
Can't really figure out what I ever saw.
Man Bear Pig probably isn't in Colorado. That sure was fun, Philip.
Come on, you can do it.
Man Bear Pig screen active. What is this area of Colorado? It's a cave of some kind.
No, nothing here. Nothing this way. Still a lot more treasure to go.
Oh.
That treasure. It's
Excellent.
all mine. Oh, that treasure. It's all mine.
I do like the voice acting's always is something that can be quite good or quite bad on these. Sometimes if they keep on repeating the same statement, it can become a little bit irritating actually. But don't seem to find it with this one. Even though if I hear Man Bear Pig again, I'm going to go crazy.
See you guys.
That was a lucky shot, and then I've missed it. Bugger. Come on, no. Come on, Fianda.
Miss Crabtree, you have to stop this bus.
Come on. Ball locked, that's right. On ball lock. Now what I try to do is get round the goal. Round the net. And then shoot there. So as I was saying, what I was trying to do was I got it done and then missed. So
But I'm not improving fast enough. I dreamt that I was lying in my bed in the dark.
right, Kenny. Now what will happen when this is Kenny pops up, so you got to try and hit him when you see him. If you can, missed it. Okay. And then I believe it goes up by 200,000 every time you hit him like the F. So it goes to 600,000, and then 800,000, and then a million, and that sort of. Come on. Still waiting. Come on, Fianda. Thought I'd graze him, but no.
Trying to warn us about Man Bear Pig.
Oh, that was a sitter. That should have been good. Oh, stop talking. I should have got that. That was embarrassing to have missed that one. I will say, even though my score isn't as good, I do much prefer having a DS4 controller. That's right. Ooh, okay. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, you fat idiot.
Suddenly, bright blue light filled the room.
Well, Chef, where's this
And I've missed.
you're gonna show us?
Ugh.
Okay, children, I hope you all did your homework last night.
Seeing them get that shot without even on the bloody startup, I get it straight away.
Rolls up, will you do?
Bit of anger. Nothing too major,
Boys, there's no such thing as a man bear pig.
apparently. That's how I can still get there. I think
Man Bear Pig probably isn't.
performance anxiety, see.
I don't think Denver has a chance. You're about to be bat-deaded. Man bear pig screen active. What is this area of Colorado? It's a cave of some kind.
Alright, let's split up and look for a passageway.
Come on, you can hit that. It's a bloody huge, great big purple man in the middle of the screen. Come on, Fianda, hit it.
Nothing this way. Still a lot more treasure to go. Oh, that treasure. It's all mine. Still a lot more treasure to go.
Bat-dad knows no
There we go.
Timmy and I are competing in a variety of events.
Oh, that treasure. It's all mine.
Bat-dad knows no pain.
Still a lot more treasure to go.
Here we go, Denver. Here we go. I am the bat-dad.
Missed him.
Oh, that was so smelly.
That was an awful shot, that one.
Bat-dad knows no pain.
Well, it's in the bedroom, ladies. Come on in.
All right, here you go, boys. Watch them on the kickoff.
This is madness.
Oh, here we go, Denver. Here we go.
Do you think we can still make it in time?
Bat-dad knows no fear.
Do you think we can still make it in time?
Here we go, Denver. Here we go.
We're running out of time. Oh, glorious day!
Come on, hit him.
I am the bat-dad. I didn't
ball 3 locks. Cool.
Built a ladder, climb up and get our winning ticket back from Penny.
Now if I get the third one, come on. Yes!
Boys, it's
Cool.
really neat that you want to see your old pal Kenny so
Mr. Hanky!
It definitely works for every one of our men.
Maybe you can kiss her.
So a lot of this is actually just trying to build up a score, just trying to get as many points as you can. I love the fact I'm playing with Poe. I mean, come on. I can't believe you stop talking. As soon as I start doing it, I talk and then lose the ball.
Slowly, my bedroom door began to open.
After all that work to try to get Mr. Hanky and then I only get a couple of seconds of it, I do apologise greatly. Oh, come on.
watch them on the kickoff.
I have to try to go speak with the new Canadian Prime Minister. Kids, do not get off this bus! If you do a big scary monster will eat you!
Another chance of a bloody multi-ball. Actually, this is awful. That's it. There's my multi-ball screen. That's the one I was looking for.
I was being dragged through a hallway.
Yeah, so that would be the one on 4 actually. So,
She wants to meet me at Stark's Pond after school.
oh,
Had to happen to me.
you idiots! Shouldn't have done that. I was messing about with my bloody. Shooting, keep shooting, come on. 71 million is a lot more respectable than that first score, so as long as I make 100 I'm okay today. You know, I feel quite embarrassed. So all those extra balls I've lost because I was trying to be clever, changing my... basically you hit the square button, or I can't remember what that is on the Xbox controller, whatever the one to the left hand side of the 4 buttons is, and it changes it to, it allows you to change the screen, so, which is quite nice. But if you nap that accidentally, which sometimes can happen, it can be quite irritating. Oh.
Man-Bear Pig probably isn't in Colorado. Maybe you can kiss her.
Yes, we need a burger.
I'm training really hard, but I'm not improving fast enough. We're running out of time.
Man-Bear Pig screen active. What is this area of Colorado? It's a cave of some kind.
That sure was fun, Philip. Let's go home. All right, let's split up and look for a passageway.
Oh, more treasure. Treasures. Oh, I've lost the ball. Oh, crap it all. Okay, not too bad, but lower than I wanted to get. I apologise about that. But hopefully, you know, this has shown off this table. Now, this is still a great little table. I'm not sure what will happen to it in terms of when Pinball Fx 3 comes out. But again, I still think it's a fun one to play. So if you've got it on Pinball Fx or Zen Pinball 2, then don't forget to play it because it is tons of fun. So thank you very much for watching. Take care and good night.